Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Christmas tree to bonsai tree. Yeah, as we saw at the end of the last video, I'd got it into the pot. Just to recap, this is actually an old cat litter tray that I paid a couple of pounds for at a local supermarket. And yeah, it's okay as a training pot, and it's a good size, good depth. Obviously I've drilled holes in the bottom for drainage. The tree's wired up in the pot, and I have straightened it up a little bit since the last video. And now I want to just try and balance up the tree a bit. I've taken away a fair chunk of roots, as you can see over there. So I want to take away some of the top just to balance it out a little bit, but I'm not really going to be doing any particular styling in this video. This tree is quite a long way off from that. It's just a reduction. It's just so the tree can remain fairly healthy and not be overtaxed, having lost so many roots. So I'm going to move the camera over a little bit, and I'm going to start by removing some from the bottom that I know I'm not going to want. Now I already have the tree in what I think will become the final front position, so I'm going to start by removing these branches that are sticking straight out towards me, or in the technical vernacular, the eye pointers. So let's just simply remove that. Excuse me 1 second, Cooper's throwing me the ball. I'm just going to remove some of these lower branches altogether, so I know I won't be using them really. What I might do is shorten this back one here. That removes quite a bit of foliage, leaves me the option of maybe having a gin later in the styling process. Turn this around a little bit. Okay, same with this back one. Just going to leave a stump there. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take off this one as well, and this one. I might actually leave these pieces on. As I say, the aim is to balance the tree, having removed a lot of its leaves, roots rather, so removing some of the leaves to give a bit of balance. I probably won't ever use these, but I'm going to leave them because I'm going to take off this frontward eye pokey branch in its entirety. Similarly, these. I'm going to leave some of these scrubby ones. They may or may not be useful in a final design. I'm going to take that one back, maybe as a gin, maybe as not. Similarly, this is jutting out across the front, so I'll take that away. Definitely eye pokey, stopping us from seeing the line of the trunk. So if it's doing that, the it's coming off. Okay, so as you can see, that's opened up this part of the tree fairly significantly. Now I do need to make a decision where the top of this tree is going to be. And I'm thinking in around here somewhere. So let me see if I can, move the camera up a little bit so you can see what's going on in here. So into the crown of the tree, I'm going to take out this entire growing tip here in favour of this shoot, tiny shoot there. So I'm just gonna, I'd forgotten how prickly these blighters can be. Just gonna rough chop until I get in there somewhere. I'm actually going to cut it back to here, and then if there's any dieback, this shoot can take over, or this can become the new leader at some point. So I'm going to shorten back some of these taller pieces. I am cutting through needles, but that's okay. There is a bud just below where I've cut, so these needles will die back, but this bud will shoot. So I'm going to keep doing that, just to bring the top in a little, take out some of these longer branches, and just settle the camera back down. Okay, so for example, take that out, shorten these back. As I say, this isn't about styling it per se. I am keeping in mind, obviously I want shorter branches at the top and longer branches below, but other than that it's not really about giving it any particular style. It's about balancing. I keep saying that, don't I? Apologies if I'm boring you. It's about balancing out the growth with the root cutting. I'm going to cut that back quite hard. Hopefully what you can see is what I'm trying to do here is just remove some of the branches I'm sure I won't need. That one I think can come off. A bunch of branches all in the same plane there. So let's open that up quite a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to work my way around the tree. As you can see, I've just concentrated for the minute really on opening up the front. I haven't touched anywhere at the back of the tree. I'm going to cut off a couple of these pieces that are growing inwards, covering the trunk. And yeah. It's just vaguely thin in the growth. Okay, so I'll continue doing that and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so here it is. Still possibly a little bit wide here in a couple of places, but all in all fairly pleased with it. As I say, I haven't attempted to properly style this tree. This is just an exercise in trying to keep it healthy by balancing the removal of the growth with the removal of the roots, and at some point I'm going to have to tackle this particular point here where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to lop that off there, and that one, and indeed I'm going to take off that piece too. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. I have tried to overall bring it in so we have more of a triangle. Let's give you a quick turn around. You can see at the back, I still haven't taken too much off at the back. And could maybe do with just reducing that just a little bit more. Well, it's more lozenge shaped than triangular possibly, so yeah, there we go. That's a little better, a little better. Now this next year I'm just going to let this grow, at least sort of beginning of the year, maybe tackle it again next autumn, maybe midsummer. It's one of those suck it and see things. If I look at it in the in the autumn and decide to tackle it, that'll be when it is. If I look at it prior to that, then that'll be when it is. Either way, I'll try and bring that out on video for you. So yeah, there we are. So Christmas tree to bonsai tree take 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. This is the amount of greenery that I've taken off for the most part. There's a few other bits and pieces, so quite a bit. I put this somewhere sheltered, out of the wind, a bright spot, and hopefully it'll grow away next spring quite happily. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.